This makes it so much easier to get what you actually want, or to achieve what you actually want to achieve. Again, an episode about ownership, about taking leadership, taking responsibility. And I'm going to share two very important things that make it easier for you to actually be able to take more ownership, to be able to take more leadership, and to take more action on what it is that you want to achieve. Because the more you're able to take ownership, the more likely it is you actually get what it is that you want. Okay, first one. First one is again one I've read in one of Eckhart Tolle's books. It's one that it's already years ago that I've read this sentence of him, and it was really, to me, it was really weird, because it was actually saying, accept every moment as if you've chosen it yourself. Something, not those exact words, but something similar. And I was in a period that I was irritated by others very quickly. At that time, I would say I had a lot of people around me who were very irritating, but around that now, I would say at that time, I was very easily irritated by someone else or something else. So a sentence like, accept every moment, like if you've chosen it yourself, would sound very weird to me, but it's not. I know now it's not. In fact, I believe the things that are happening to us often, or always, it depends how you look at it, but let's keep it with a more soft one. Often, we've created it ourselves. I mean, all those irritating people around me, it was me who was very light. For me, it was very easy to get irritated by something or someone. So it was me. So I attracted it. So in that way, you can say, well, you actually are responsible for whatever it is that that's happening to you or for you. Also, a way of looking at things. But let's not go that way right now. Yeah, accept every moment like if you've chosen it yourself. So there's two things in its acceptance. Once you accept something for it to just be, then you don't have to fight. You don't have to fight. And often it is like that, whether it's a traffic jam or somebody who gets pissed off. I mean, it already happened. There is nothing you can do about it. You cannot change backwards. You cannot change back time. So accept. And you don't have to like it, but just, hey, it is what it is. And whatever it is, I am going to have to deal with it. So let's see how I want to deal with it. And if you actually pretend accept it like you've chosen it yourself, it's like you feel less of a victim. You feel less of a victim, and if you feel less, you all know, if you feel less of a victim, you are more capable of taking ownership and leadership on something. So, for example, let's stick with the traffic jam. I could be also very pissed off when I ended up in a traffic jam, especially because then I would be late for my appointment, and if I'm late for an appointment, I would feel very uncomfortable towards others. I wouldn't feel good enough. So that whole process started then in the car while still in the traffic, and seeing the Google, the estimated time of arrival getting up and up and up and up, and the numbers in red. And well, I could be that you know this feeling. I don't want to get you there totally, but it is what it is. And if I'm starting to be pissed off about the red numbers, about the time of arrival getting later and later and later, I will be even more pissed off, but there is still nothing I can do. If instead I accept this traffic jam moment as I have chosen it myself, then at least I don't have to fight the situation. I don't have to fight something that it's impossible. I will always lose. There is nothing to fight. I cannot simply change it. I can't. So if at the sooner you accept, again, you don't have to like it, but the sooner you accept, it opens up. You stay with a nicer, more comfortable level of energy, and with a higher level of energy, you don't feel a victim, but you feel like, okay, shit happens. I cannot change it, but what I can do is call my appointment and tell her or him that I will be late. And to make it less stressful for me, I don't say I'm 10 minutes late, but I'm 15 or 20 minutes late. Of course, I apologize. I ask, do you prefer to reschedule or whatever it is that I can offer, or start already on the phone? It depends on the meeting you have. And that's it. That's it. And then again, you apologize. So, yeah. And then if the other person is pissed off, yeah, well, that's that's not very nice, but also that it is what it is. You can't change it. And that's somebody else's response to a situation. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you accept every situation as if you've chosen it yourself, your energy instant shifts to acceptance, and acceptance keeps you makes you feel makes your energy feel higher, makes you energy wise in a better position. If once you start fighting, you feel like a victim of the situation, and when you're a victim, you cannot take ownership, you cannot take action, because it's very difficult if things happen to you. Yeah, how am I gonna take action when, yeah, I left home in time and I even put half-hour extra, but there was still a traffic jam. Yeah, I cannot help it. Then leaves you with what? A pissed off appointment on the other side that doesn't know that you're late, whatever. No. So that is one. That's one part of being able to take more ownership, to feel less of a victim, both sides combined. And that is, taking responsibility 100% for who you are now, the situation you're in right now, the things are happening around you right now. And let's give an example from somebody who joined my mini training. Was it last week, I believe? Yeah. And she was in a situation, she is very good in her job. She does also more than just her job description saying. It even impacts not only her team, but also around her team. So bigger impact on compared to just her responsibility. And she was saying that what she wanted was that people would see what her impact was, what her changes were, what her contribution was, what her added value is, talking in sales or marketing terms. And so I was asking, I was kind of in a most friendly way I'm capable of. I was holding up the mirror and I was asking her, but do you actually believe it's because of the way you act or behave or not act that is the reason why people don't give you credits for your contribution? And she could not connect. She could not, and again, this could be me some years ago, but she could not connect the dots. And if you can't, that means that she doesn't take responsibility of the situation that she is in right now. She's not seen. People don't see what she's doing, what she's contributing, the added value that she delivers day after day after day, week after week. People don't see it. But if you believe it's others to blame for your situation, you don't take responsibility for your own. And what's the problem of that? Is that you cannot take ownership, you cannot take leadership, you cannot take action, you cannot change the situation you're in. And she said, listen to the previous podcast, she said she wanted to change. But the step to choosing, that's her next step to make. I don't know if she's gonna do it. I don't know. I hope so, but hey, it's not up to me. It's her journey, and it's also not up to me to judge on that. But that's exactly what I mean. If you believe you're responsible for everything that's happening in your life, you empower yourself in such an amazing way. Truly amazing. And of course, that's both sides of the medal. So the great situations you're in, but it empowers you even more when you do that for the things that you want, but you don't have them yet, or you haven't achieved them yet, or a current situation where you're a bit annoyed about how things are going. If you take 100% responsibility for the situation you're in, 100, the full 100%, not 98, not 99, 100% responsibility, you have the opportunity to change everything in how you want it. Everything. But if you believe there is only a tiny bit caused by someone or something else, there it goes. There it goes. Possibilities to change. Very simple. Very annoying, but it's very simple. So the more you take ownership on your life situation, your work life situation, whatever it is, even though it's a really crappy situation, even though you really do not like it at all, if you believe you're the only one responsible for even a crappy situation, you have all the tools to get out and to get something better for yourself. Okay, let's stop, because I can give a lot more examples from me, from others. I think I made my point. Thank you very much for listening, and please share with someone you believe should listen to this podcast episode. Bye.